Once upon a time, on a bright and snowy Christmas Eve, in a cozy little barn, the farm animals were bursting with excitement. The sun had set, and the moonlight danced across the frosty fields. The air was filled with a magical chill, and the stars twinkled like diamonds above. All the animals, Benny the brave pig, Clara the cheerful cow, and Freddie the fun-loving sheep, were ready for the biggest Christmas party the farm had ever seen. "I can't wait to play games," squealed Benny as he rolled in the fresh, soft hay. His little curly tail wagged with joy as he dreamed of racing and jumping around with his friends. "I hope there are lots of delicious treats," nooed Clara, her eyes sparkling. She flicked her fluffy ears, thinking of all the yummy snacks Farmer Joe had left out for them. "I can already smell the sweet cookies and warm milk. Let's start with a grand game of hide and seek," suggested Freddie, bouncing on his little hooves. "I'll be the seeker first." All the animals quickly agreed, and soon they were counting loudly. 1, 2, 3 for every number they counted, the barn filled with giggles. Benny scampered out of sight, ducking behind a big pile of straw, while Clara hid behind a shimmering pile of twinkling Christmas lights. Freddie covered his eyes and counted until he reached 10. "Ready or not, here I come," he bleated playfully. He bounced around, searching everywhere. He peeked under the hay and checked behind the barn doors. Where could they be? He wondered. After a fun game of seeking and hiding, Clara found the perfect hiding spot in a cozy corner filled with blankets and old decorations. When Freddie finally spotted her, they both burst out laughing. "You're too good at this," exclaimed Freddie as he chased Clara back into the open. Next, it was Benny's turn to seek. He was determined to find the best hiding places for Clara and Freddie. He counted to 20 and then ran out, snorting happily. After searching high and low, he finally found Freddie hiding under a festive wreath filled with sparkling red ribbons. "Got you." Benny laughed, and the friends celebrated by jumping around excitedly. As the games continued, the animals started to tire out. Clara gathered them all together and suggested, "How about we take a break and have some delicious snacks?" The thought of Christmas cookies and warm milk made them leap with joy again. But just as they settled down, Farmer Joe appeared, carrying a big basket filled with tasty treats. "Hello, my furry friends. Merry Christmas Eve," he cheered, setting the basket on the ground. The animals cheered in delight as they crowded around the treats. There were cookies shaped like stars, chocolates, and some sweet hay balls. "This is the best day ever," Benny shouted, happily munching on a star-shaped cookie. Once they were full, Clara said, "Let's sing some Christmas songs." So they gathered around, and Clara led them in cheerful tunes. They sang about falling snowflakes, cozy nights, and the joy of being together. Their voices echoed through the fields, creating a magical sound that danced with the wind. Suddenly, as they sang, a soft glow appeared in the sky. It twinkled brighter than all the stars. "Look!" cried Freddie, pointing with excitement. "What is that?" The animals craned their necks, and their eyes widened. The bright light came closer and bigger, shaping into the silhouette of Santa and his reindeer. Santa waved down at them, a jolly smile on his face, as he glided through the cold winter air. Benny, Clara, and Freddie couldn't believe their eyes. "Is it really Santa?" Benny squealed. "Yes, it is," cheered Clara. "He must have heard us singing." With a twinkle and a whoosh, Santa swooped down, landing right in the clearing beside them. "Ho ho! Ho, Merry Christmas, my friends." He laughed, his belly shaking like jelly. "I couldn't resist coming to join your wonderful celebration." The farm animals jumped and cheered, their hearts full of joy. Santa dug into his sack and pulled out sparkly little gifts, handing each animal a special present. Benny received a shiny red ball, Clara got a beautiful bell to wear around her neck, and Freddie was gifted a snug little blanket. After the presents were opened, Santa clapped his hands. "Now, let's dance and play." The animals and Santa sang and danced beneath the stars. They spun around, sliding on the snowy ground and leaping in the air. The night was filled with laughter, love, and happiness. As the celebration continued, the animals realized that this magical night wasn't just about the games or the presents, it was about friendship and the joy of being together. As the moon reached its highest point, and snow began to gently fall around them, Santa waved goodbye. "I must return to deliver gifts to children all over the world. Thank you for sharing this beautiful Christmas Eve with me." With a splash of stardust and a final twinkle, Santa was off in a flash, leaving behind a little magic that sparkled in the air. Benny, Clara, and Freddie gathered together, hearts filled with warmth. This was the best Christmas Eve ever. They cheered, snuggling close and watching the snowflakes dance in the night sky. And as they settled down in the barn, filled with sweet treats and the joy of friendship, they knew that this Christmas would be remembered forever in their hearts. With the warmth of love around them, they fell asleep, dreaming of more adventures to come. The end of a wonderful night, but the beginning of many joyful memories for the little farm animals.